woke up, normal day, and I was really excited because it was one of my last prenatal visits. You know, the doctor said it'll be within days. I was just leaving the doctor's office, and we were struck by a drunk driver, and I lost Brady. It was really hard because someone took him from me, and it's really hard. The law says that Brady wasn't a person. Brady was 8 pounds, 2 ounces. Brady was a person. His life was worth defending. On top of dealing with the death of my son and planning his funeral, I find out that the man responsible for taking Brady, for the death of Brady, is not being charged with it because the law says that Brady was not a person. And for them to sit there and say that Brady was not a person is just ridiculous to me, because I saw his heartbeat on the ultrasound. I saw everything about him. And just because Brady didn't take a breath, they say he wasn't a person.
They say that a baby has to take a breath to be considered a person. Well, Brady was a person. He was an active baby with a personality already, and his chance to take a breath of life was taken from him by this accident.
We live in a society that questions, when does life begin? And at what point does that life have value? And so, you know, it's argued from the courtroom, from the classroom, from the pulpits of our country, and yet we find that the Bible's clear on this subject in Exodus chapter 21, that God placed value on the life of that unborn person. Some have asked me, Pastor, what can I do so that this doesn't happen to somebody else? Well, you know, some things are obvious. We have to vote. When these issues arise, we have a responsibility to make our voice heard. And so obviously do that, but that's not enough. We have to talk to our neighbors. We have to talk to our friends. We have to talk to our family, our fellow churchgoers, even our pastors. We have to let them know. We have to change our mindset about this. We can't be silent any longer. And that's the reason we are where we are, is we've been silent. And so it's an absolute must that we get involved and that we let our voice be heard, so that there's not another Brady that loses a life that goes unrecognized.
I would just like to say to anybody watching this video, please, please, please be the voice for all these countless babies, and be Brady's voice.
Heather Cervick was at the Capitol in Denver today, where she fought for a law to ensure that all unborn victims of homicide are considered people. For Heather, this story is deeply personal. She was just days away from giving birth to a boy last July when she was hit by a drunk driver. She lost the baby, and state law prevented authorities from charging the drunk driver with her unborn baby's death. Heather, I just have to say, even talking about your story, it is hard to comprehend, even think about comprehending what you went through. How has it been every day since then? I mean, those were the last few days where you were probably full of excitement, right, about meeting him.
Yeah, I was super excited. Just leaving the doctor's office, you know, being able to hear his heartbeat and to see the ultrasound pictures and everything of him. I was super excited. And then, you know, within the couple hours to come after the doctor's appointment, he was there, and then he was gone when I woke up in ICU. And that was horrible. It was an absolute horrible experience. And so now my mom and I are just trying to push forward and to just use our story and use Brady as a way to get some recognition that this goes on a lot and that we need to do something about it.
That baby, when he died, was 8 pounds 2 ounces. He was going to be born in a couple of days. How can you not define that as a person? That is a viable life. How can you not define that as a person? He was going to be born in a couple of days. How can you not define that as a person?